For many people in Afghanistan, 2020 started on an optimistic note. The US and Taliban signed a peace agreement in February. According to the deal, all American and NATO troops will withdraw from Afghanistan by next year if the Taliban upholds its end of agreement. The Taliban agreed to prevent Al-Qaeda from operating in areas under its control. It is also agreed on a prisoner swap about 1,000 Afghan soldiers in return for 5,000 Taliban members. The Afghan government was not part of the deal. But the US and Taliban agreed that talks between Afghans' warring parties would start in March. According to Taliban political chief
Taliban prisoners before inter-Afghan dialogue, the 5,000 Afghan Taliban prisoners and 1,000 from the Kabul administration. This will be before that it will be done. We are talking to the Americans because Americans are committed to release them because these prisoners are with Americans.
The Afghan government refused to release the prisoners, saying that it was not a matter for the US to decide. According to the US officials, the Taliban then stopped up attacks on Afghan security forces. The Taliban say that was not so. It accused the US and some Afghan elements of trying to sabotage the peace efforts. In August, the two sides finally released the prisoners. The next month, talks started between the Taliban and the Afghan government. The government's top priority now is a ceasefire that holds. Taliban and coalition forces have continued to target each other even as talks have been underway. It wants the Taliban to lay down the weapons, accept Kabul's legitimacy and participate in elections. While some in the administration are optimistic, others question Taliban's intentions.
They are trying to maintain their habitat away from civilization, away from integration, away from new Afghanistan, because they are afraid that in a pluralistic society, which Afghanistan today is, Taliban will become another loud cleric, mullah, preaching after that.
The Taliban wants an Islamic constitution to govern the country. The government says the country's current constitution is already in line with Islam. But Taliban disagrees and want changes. The talks are set to resume at the start of next year.